Late. Hello. Hello, Akash. Cool. Yeah, I'm fixing that. Okay. So, as usual, this thing, which is called OBS, is the culprit, guys. I'm sorry. I was trying from last 5 minutes. Okay, let me just. It's good. We are live. We are live. We are live. Finally. And I want this to be pop out. So I want the chat to be on a different section here, and we can do our whole coding and all here, right? This is where we will run the timer. This much is enough, and here we will. Oh, this view is not great. It's enough. I'll say sorry here. So am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to everyone? So as you can see, I have done some updates today. One of the thing is, as you can see, the backlight. Another is this keyboard view. As you can see, this keyboard view, you will see my fingers and my keyboard and my mouse, what I'm doing. Another is I have done some updates to this Osmo camera, so it's on a better angle now. And what else? Nothing, that's it. So here I will see my screen. Cool. So yeah, let's start. Today I will just focus on my work because I have to do a good amount of work today for the next 1 hour. So before diving into that, I need to copy. We will put a 25-30 minute session and then we will take a break. Hey Giri, hey Arka, welcome to the chat. Hi Arshit, sorry for getting late. Hi Akash. I actually added one stream bar, but I don't know, it's not visible here. It's fine. It's fine. Hey Aniket, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, today I did some homework before starting the stream. I took almost 1 hour in the day to set all this up. Hey, hi Lasita. Was there a message? It was retracted. Hmm. Hey Himanshu, where is Shivanshu today? Is the audio and music good, like sound wise? Nothing is overriding. Hey, hi Shalendra. Welcome to the stream. Hey, hi Darshna. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, so Himanshu, I am actually working on a native capture, like a shell project, which I'm going to use in an Electron app. The main idea for this is whatever is being as an audio stream, which whatever is running in my Mac, it should give me that data. Like the main idea is, for example, if I'm having a meeting with someone on Google Meet, so the person who is talking, there is audio incoming from his side, like he's talking and I can hear it in my headphones, and I'm also talking on my microphone, that stream is going out to them. So this native capture would become like a middleware which will be in the middle, keeping track of this incoming and outgoing audio stream, and will be saving it locally. So there isn't some issue with it, so I want to fix it. Someone else has worked on core part of it. I just want to fix a little bit of that, maybe open source it later on, or or update it. So I tried testing it earlier, and sometimes when we send that buffer to the server to transcribe, because the main idea is whatever audio people are like, is there is incoming or outgoing audio, we need to store it and transcribe it so that users can create a like a note without writing anything. Hey, hi Srar, thank you. So yeah, I hope that was, I was able to explain it. I don't know. So what I'm currently doing is I'm making a new project where I will just be working with this native capture, and as I'm working on cursor, so I'm like making this cursor rule directory, so I do not have to tell cursor every time what this project is about. And in instructions, I'm writing some instructions what we are going to work on, so it becomes easier for cursor to understand what will be the project about we'll be working on. Another interesting thing which I want to like, I recently learned, and I was like, I was really happy to know, there is this shell command which is like a software which is tree, so you can install it from brew in Mac. And what I used to do earlier was, for example, if I have a very big project in JS, TypeScript or anything, I used to make this structure myself, and you see this much. And then, because this is so important to tell these LLMs when you're coding with AI, so I found this like tree where you can give it by I mean like exclude node modules. I'm not interested in that. Get expo, so I'm not interested in that. And make a tree of four, like four hierarchy. And if I print it, it will print all the like like the hierarchy of the whole project here, and I can just copy and paste it. Becomes super handy this way. So yeah, if anyone does not know about it, it's really helpful. Yeah, Israr, like I was also mind blown when I found out about this. It's very handy. Like my life is saved with this tool. So yeah. tree for file and Zoxide for CD commands. Hidden gem. Okay, yeah. So Zoxide, I don't know. What is it? Zoxide. CD command. Okay. Oh, I was using WAP earlier, so they have funded them. I used to use something like Fig, but since Amazon bought them, I have like uninstalled it. It has become like a garbage tool now. It's still there. Fig was very useful for me to like, oh shit, Fig terminal. Yeah, this one. Fig has been sunset migrated to Amazon. Yeah, this is pretty stupid. Amazon bought it because they wanted to push their Code Whisperer or something. But yeah, this tool was really interesting. But yeah, sadly, it came to an end. Yeah, Zoxide. Thanks. Who was there? Shalindra for this. I'll read more about it. For her. So I'm using this timer. This is called Session app. Like one of my favorite apps, Session app. This one. I can paste the link here if anybody is interested. I highly recommend it. It's almost free. Almost like it's completely free if you do not want to pay for their advanced features. Very useful. Yeah, I'll look into this. Hey Israr, so you're saying what does this error means when running tree command with I? Maybe don't include dash I. So see, this is, you can also run it without this whole. So by L parameter is like how many trees you want to open in that directory. So 4 is something you can put it 3. So if there are like hierarchy of folders, it will go till fourth only. If there are more, it will just ignore that. And I is for like if you want to exclude. For example, here I do not want to go into node modules get expo. So this is what I have done. Yeah, try it without I, or put the proper commas maybe after dash I. Hey, hi Anjan. Which Chrome extension are you using? Your new tab looks interesting. Which tab are you talking about? So this is cursor, this is session, and this is just a pop-out window from my stream. Maybe it's something different for Windows anyway. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure about Windows though. Uh, tree. Yeah, I think tree is something different in Windows. So this, I use this on Mac only. Chrome new tab. Hmm. What is Chrome new tab? Or cursor? You mean cursor's new tab? When you open a new tab in your Chrome, it looks different than how it looks on my Chrome. Just curious on how did that. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, so you mean this one? Like when I click on this? So I have installed a Product Hunt extension here. I am like I love to see what new tools are coming out, and so I want to be like up to date. It shows me like featured products of the day. Every day this keeps on changing, and also like I can just upvote it from here, and you can maintain a streak. So I'm currently maintaining a streak of 6 days, and rest of the things I do not focus on this at all. But yeah, this is something which is interesting to me. I just give a glance. If something is exciting to me, I can just open it up. For example, today I found this one. This was very interesting. Ink Story. So it's like creates this an app which creates music from, like, you can have a tattoo, and then whenever you scan it with it will play that music, something like that. Yeah, so people just post these, and I hope you already know about Product Hunt. So the good thing is now we can load the file. In like last 30 minutes we were only able to load the file. Wow. Now I need to see, once we have the binding here, how to perfect. You did a good job, AI. Now it's running, but now I need to start recording as well and store the audio file locally as mentioned in the instructions. I recently published a Chrome extension to give it a try. Google Poke Me Chrome extension. Poke Me. Oh, nice. Nice, Israr. What does this extension do? Can you tell us a bit about it? Yeah, you're welcome, Anjan. Hey Giri, so I live in Haldwani, I'm 29. I want to switch to coding, but all this AI news is making me second guess. What is your opinion? Will it be a viable career in the future? So hi Giri. I am also from Haldwani. So, and you are 29. Okay. Switch to coding. So, what's your motivation to switch to coding? Because to be honest, things are going to be a little bit hard now with AI and all. Like, if you're really, really interested and you love spending time in front of the computer, like you can sit in front of computer and just stare at this screen, talk to AI, and just copy paste things. I think you'll be fine. But the main thing is, do you like staring at the screen for 8 to 10 hours every day? That's only what it requires right now. And otherwise there are other things, like I don't know what you are currently doing, and again depends on your motivation. But yeah, things are not looking that great in terms of job perspective as it was last 4 years. So, but the good news is there will be much more new opportunities. Like there will be crazy new opportunities coming in future. So any new career, like example, social media marketing, or even any field in marketing, or building anything online without like using these AI tools, not just specifically coding. I know a lot of people who are into no code tools. They are doing good. And so yeah, that would be my opinion right now. Isar, it's coming from my personal issues of adding videos to watch later and never watch it again. It's kind of bookmark, but it helps you set a time for when you want to watch that video. Ah, very interesting. Okay, so poke me. The name is poke me means like it will poke you once you want to watch those videos. Interesting. Poke me Chrome extension. Let me just check. And let me show everyone what this extension is like. Poke me Chrome Web Store. So guys, this is an extension created by one of the member who is here, Israr Khan. And I really love builders, man, who create new things. Once they find a problem and just build on it, it's crazy. Like my respect for you, man, already. So great tool for video reminders, Harsh is saying. Perfect. How does it work? So is this the right dimension of images here in Chrome extension? Because it's not very clear to me. So yeah, one small feedback on your landing page would be to highlight it a much better, because at first impression I can't understand. Click on your poke me extension and set your reminder. Okay, hold my spot and it will have the title. It will set the reminder. Then upcoming reminders it will give you here, and get a notification so you don't miss your reminders. Nice, nice, nice. So I will install it on my uh, another account. Oh, I am on that same account. Yes, I will install here. Add extension. Manage your extension. Okay, it's fine. So I will pin this. Let's test it as well. Oops. Give me title to reminder. Is it showing somewhere? Poke me. It's how does it work? Will I see a poke me here somewhere? How do I have to paste these links manually, or will it take it itself? Because in the landing page I saw something like click on poke me or something. Yeah, I'll wait for your answer. It seems like everyone's having a good time. Hey Darshna, yes, so Darshna is my wife, she's here as well. Say hi to her. AI is a problem for the one who are scared of it and want to come here for money. Here me, I switched from commerce to self-learned coder and still learning. Yeah, that's my point. Like if you're really passionate about it, then no AI can replace you in any field. Like uh, passion trumps everything, man. Like if you are passionate about it, you will find a way to make money out of it. And Dipendra is saying MacBook Pro or MacBook Air. So this is again obviously MacBook Pro, but depends on what are you looking for as a differentiator. MacBook Pro is obviously a better machine than MacBook Air in terms of its power. But if you want, like for example, I use a MacBook Air because I usually work in this kind of setup in my home. But when I'm traveling, I needed a light, something light. So MacBook Air solves that problem for me. It's M2 processor, so it's good. I can like build mobile apps in it. I can run Xcode and Android, so that's more than enough for me. I built a Chrome extension, WhatTime, which displays your recipient's local time next to their name, similar to Slack. Wow, this is interesting. Anjan, this is very interesting because this is a real problem I have sometimes. Very nice. Dipinder Bola for iOS dev. Yeah, again, as I said, like I'm using it for my own purpose, right? For iOS development. But if price is not your concern, then go for MacBook Pro. You will not be wrong. Like you can just plug it in your home as well with any monitor, and it will serve you well for 3, 4, 5 years, very well. But if you budget is a problem, you need something light, then yeah, take MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, sorry. But remember, like M2 or M3 processors, like go with them and get as much RAM as possible, because with these Xcode iOS development, RAM is the major issue. Like sometimes you will be out of memory and your emulator will start crashing. The idea came from a personal use case. When I talked to my friends in US, I wanted to know their local time so that I can start the conversation in a time that works for both of us. Yeah, yeah, Anjan, I had that issue as well multiple times. So yeah, like as developers building on our own problems, solving like scratching our own itch, I think that's what we do. Dipinder, 16 GB or 24 GB? I would never compromise with RAM, man. Get as much as possible. Get 32 GB if they are giving it. Yeah, get 24 GB. Never go for less RAM ever, ever if you are into development. Okay, I think we are doing a lot more talking, a bit less working. Are we on the same test? I think no. Delete, man. Anjan is saying, what's the name of your extension? I really need something similar. I'm always struggling while setting up meeting with peers. Yeah, Anjan, if you can share your extension here, it would be nice. So I'm currently using this tool here. Like if you can see it in my screen, it's visible. So I work with a team at New York sometimes, and I can quickly click here and see what the time is, and London and Asia. So yeah, this works for me, and I can add more or remove these, edit them. But yeah, seeing them in front of their name would be best. I used to video edit, so staring at the screen is not a problem. I want to work remotely. Goal is to work from my native in Dilihat or Munshari remotely. So again, Giri, I feel like your motivation is to work remotely. So majorly, it's more like you want to work from home and you see, I might be wrong, you see like coding or software jobs are the one who provide this kind of facility more. So maybe that's the motivation. And if I might be wrong again, I'm sorry if I'm interpreting something here. If that is the motivation, I guess next few years will be very hard if that's the core motivation, because as you know, like in Bangalore, they have like Amazon has called all the people, all the engineers back to the office for 5 days. Like there is no hybrid at all. And once these big companies like Amazon starts doing things like this, then others follow as well. So there will be more companies who will now like completely ban work from home, and there will be companies who will always have remote work. But again, that will only be a perk for like top tier engineers who cannot relocate to your city, so they will give this perk to them. If you are starting new, you will 100% be going to the office. Like I think they will ask you to go to office. Tarun, how do you learn stuff about AI? How do you learn about AI? Yeah, that's a good question. Just go to like Twitter or X, follow a couple of AI people who are talking just about AI, and just follow all of them. And every day, just sit there for 20 minutes. You will find very interesting things about AI. Anything like Twitter is such a tool, guys. Like I want to mention this again. I have told this to some of my friends, and some of my good friends told me this earlier. Like once you have a Twitter feed, just customize it according to what you want to learn. Like for example, if you want to learn uh, programming, or maybe you want to learn Flutter, right? Let's say Flutter. Follow everyone who's talking about Flutter, like 10, 20 people, remove everyone else, and just go sit there for 20 minutes. You will find so many new things about Flutter every day that your learning journey will become much more enjoyable. And that's the same formula of framework you can apply for learning AI or any other thing. Like X is a crazy tool. I think I should build something. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, completely true, Giri. Like this is the thing. Like just build something and stick with it for a month. Maybe work on your side like as a side project in the evening. If you find yourself you're getting that dopamine by just doing, not from the output, not from a paycheck, or not from the comfort you get from like just working remotely. Once you see you are enjoying that process of creating and just what you are creating, I think then you will have your answer. Isar, where are you from? So, Israr, I'm from Haldwani, where Giri is from. It's a city in Uttarakhand. And right now I'm in Goa, in Panjim. Harsh Pratap, hey Divyanshu, which framework do you use to develop mobile app? Yeah, Harsh, I use React Native. I was using Barebone React Native earlier, but recently in my new projects, I have moved to Expo. But with because Expo started giving this development build, so you can eject and start your own development build where your Android and iOS folders are within your like directory. And I wanted that always. That's why I was avoiding Expo earlier. But yeah, now I'm using React Native with Expo. Shailen, what is your view on NeoVim or some keyboard shortcuts you're using? I'm using key binding inside VS Code. I have received a lot of hate when I talk about NeoVim from my friends. They are like proper NeoVim nerds, and they do everything from keyboard. They do not. They hate using mouse. Some of them, and one of that person is here in the chat, Himanshu. I think he also just uses his keyboard. He has that alien-looking keyboard which is broken into two parts. So my philosophy is whatever works, man. Like I would be typing with an imaginary hand if there is a virtual keyboard and if that is solving my problem. Or if I can create something by talking, I would be using that. So that's my philosophy. And that's why I try to keep things very simple. Just use mouse where it's required, just use keyboard where it's required. I don't go too deep into these things. And yeah, because my main goal is to just create things and yeah, not get into other. But this no, is not the philosophy of some of my friends who are like proper coding nerds. So Harsh is saying I'm working with React Native since 3 years, where I can find good projects to contribute. I can't tell about that. Maybe you can find some GitHub repos. One which I can suggest is I was looking at this project called Capso. Cap.so. Yeah, so this is an open source project. I just found it about it like few weeks back, and yeah, so this has I think 5,000 some stars. So what they do is it's an open source alternate to Loom. You can record your screen and share it as a link to others. So you can start contributing to their mobile app, like just create a mobile app for them, use Looms as a reference, like Looms mobile app, because they have taken reference from the Looms Mac app and Windows app. So just give a PR to them and create a small React Native project. I think that would be a good start. And these guys are very chill. They are open on Twitter, so they would be happy to take your like contribution if you want to contribute like this. And otherwise, just build your own app, man. Like App Store or Play Store. Just publish some apps. Like some of the guys here are publishing Chrome extensions, which are very cool. Link to what time Chrome extension dub as such. Okay, what time? Kindly remove brackets. Just realized YouTube has deleted my previous comments due to links. By the way, the extension is for WhatsApp web. Okay, so it currently just works on WhatsApp. Okay, let me show it to others as well. Why one rating and that's 4? Very useful. Very useful. Okay. This is interesting. Where is it showing the time? You mean the time is replaced, the native time, with their local time? And how does it know about their time? Based on what? But yeah, very cool project. I don't use WhatsApp web, so yeah, anyone who is interested can use this. You live in Goa now. How is it from Mumbai? I am thinking to move out and considering Goa or Pune. Yeah, I love Goa, man. Like I have lived here for in 26 for 2015 to 2016 for 1.5 year, and I really love it. Like in the evening, there's a beach nearby. Just go there, chill out. And Mumbai is very fast city, very fast paced. I didn't like it. I was there for almost a week. It's not my kind of place. I like the slowness of Goa. In I think in Goan they call it Susegard something, which is like slow living. So I enjoy that part of Goa. Plus the beauty, the weather, everything. I love it. Tarun, how long have you been coding, sir? I mean, how many years since you started? It's been very long. It's 2024. I started coding back in 2010, like when I was in college. I was learning first C program, and I wrote that. After that, the real coding I started doing in 2011 or 2012 when I was participating in some college competitions for web development, web designing competitions, and I was winning them because they were paying me for winning, and those were like 2,500 rupees. So I used to code because of that. Not because of that. I used to love like making things on web. And back in 2006 or 8, I used to do this Flash. There was Flash, and in home I used to learn Macromedia Flash, how to animate like things. I used to like love that. But once I started learning programming, there is no coming like moving back from this one. And Anjan Taltam, I think your link is again retracted, is saying I am from Mumbai and don't like it. That's why looking for some chill, slow pace city. Yeah, if you're looking for slow pace, Goa is best for that. And the humidity, you are already familiar with the Mumbai weather, so yeah, you will not see any change in that. So it's a win-win for you. 2010, with you look younger than me, and I'm 25. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm an old soul internally. Externally, I'm 22 or maybe 18. Yeah, let's keep it 22 for today. Why are you ignoring my message? Ishwar, what did you say, man? I didn't see your message. I'm really sorry. Ishwar. Sorry, Ishwar, I didn't get your message. Can you type it again? I think YouTube might have removed it or something. Time is based on country, region, quote from mobile number. Ah, nice, nice. That's a very nice hack there. Not hack, like very cool logic. We get time zone from that and we display time next to username on that top left. Very interesting. Very nice, Anjan. Yeah, so I love this part of engineering, man, like programming, where engineers find these small logics and they build on top of that. This is all about coding. It's not about writing like lengthy functions or how you're writing them. It's about finding these small nuggets of. Okay, I think we have. Oh fuck, we are already late, man. 53 minutes in one session. This is too much. And again, today we had like almost 16, 17 viewers at once. Right now we have 14. Wow. But yeah, another thing is it's saying recording is saved, but there is no recording here. So first of all, it's showing that it has recorded anything. I see the issue now. Looking at the console. Instance only has a stop and constructor method available. Let's say. What I can do is check in there. So in main.ts we have native capture. Native capture, how it is. Module is here. Native path, module native path. App is packaged, otherwise module. System audio capture, yes. Get native capture. Get native capture is this only, right? So system audio capture is used like this. We can just give it to, this is how it is used in another library. Maybe take some inspiration from this and apply the similar logic. Need your suggestion how to build this. I'm in full stack part, never code in React Native. 30-minute time tracking. The app will notify me every 30 minutes, allowing me to quickly lock tasks directly from the lock screen without unlocking my phone. Include options like marking tasks as important or urgent via simple icons. Okay, so yeah, this is interesting. Let's talk about this. So, huh. So in iOS, I'm not sure if this is allowed. From the lock screen, you can log anything. But in Android, they have some APIs to do that. So if your use case is just Android, I don't think you need any help on that. Like you can just use their API, the Android SDK, and directly make something on the screensaver screen, whatever they call it, lock screen. Because I built few apps for lock screen back in 2014 or 2015, which were uh, they used to show you uh, basketball and cricket scores directly on your like lock screen. And I think that how Facebook Messenger also works, like it shows you small widget. I don't know, I haven't used Android for a while now, but in Messenger it used to show us like a small bubble and you can move it anywhere. So yeah, you so I think Android can do this. iOS, I'm not sure. iOS will not allow you to do anything without opening the screen. Even with the widgets, they are uh, very restrictive. So even with widgets, you can tap and give one command to that, but can't type on anything. So once you tap on a widget, it opens the app. So look into that. iOS would not work. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know later in another sessions. But yeah, this is what I know so far. Even I'm working on my SaaS Linkdify. Any tips you can give me? Get the target audience fast and how to launch it. First of all, big congrats to you for building this Linkdify. What does Linkdify do? With the name, I'm thinking like it has something to do with LinkedIn. And without knowing what it does, it's very hard to give any tips for getting target audience and how to launch it. Like, what do you need info with launching? If you have built it, like specific, what is the question? Like specific question. Okay, I definitely need to make sure it stores this file because today's tasks were 2 and we haven't completed even 1. Okay, Ishwar is asking how to get an internship. I have a portfolio website and currently one project is working and some projects are in progress. This is my portfolio. Okay, so Ishwar, I think earlier you might have shared this link and YouTube might have removed your comment. Ishwar, it's Vercel app. In place of slash, put dot. Okay. I am giving my family a treat today as I received my first international salary. Feels so good. Oh wow, Israr. Congratulations. And this is very, very good news. The first paycheck is really, I still remember my first paycheck, man. I received it from a Canadian person who I was working with. So yeah, a big kudos to you and enjoy this family dinner. Take some pictures. Automate LinkedIn for the user, act as a ghostwriter and can help in running marketing campaign on LinkedIn. Oh wow, this is a very, very big and very interesting project. So all the best, Abhishek, for this. And for users, I think LinkedIn is already has so many users. You can use your own tool to target them, write these posts and connect with them. L Ishwar, full stack developer. Hi there, I'm Ishwar, passionate React, Next, Tailwind, Postgres. So Ishwar has built Muzi, Payzen, Nike store. Wow, you have worked on really good stuff, man. So I just, I will just tell you to just directly contact with some companies. What my advice is, if I'm you, what I would do, I would see who received funding recently, like which company who I can work with has received funding either in seed round, series A or series B. And once they receive funding, immediately they start looking for new hires. So you can reach out directly to them instead of waiting for their job portals to open. Email or message, like don't spam it, make it a very good message. Just share them your portfolio, how you can help them, go through their website a little bit, go to their project through their project like a little bit, so that they feel you have done some homework about them, and they would not like ignore you immediately. Because companies, I have worked with hiring teams, and companies are flooded with resumes, man. Like every day you would get ping on LinkedIn like 10 when I was working for a company and we were hiring, I used to get like 10 messages a day. This is my resume, please check, please check. And I had to do my work as well, so it becomes so hard to find a good developer just by these pingings. So rather make a good case about you, how you are valuable, or maybe make a video, like a small 5-minute video, very crisp and clear about that company, not a very generic video which you can copy paste and send to everyone. You have to do some homework, just sit in front of computer, talk to it for 5 minutes, and just give a proposition why you are good for that particular company. And that way it will be more personal to that person who is watching that video, and he might consider you more. This is my advice. This is what I would do, like if I have to go find a job, or I would create some product. And yeah, I don't know, these streams are becoming more like I'm not sure, man, like it's too much pressure. And 7, welcome to the stream. Which is the best engineering course? Which is the best? Which is the best? Guys, guys, please tell which is the best. We'll have a poll here. You give me 4 names of course which you think is best, and we'll do a poll. So 7 will have answer here. Give me 4 names of engineering courses and I will run a poll. Thank you, Ishwar. You're welcome. Shailendra is saying printing engineering. Yeah, and then you can go to India's Got Latent as well with some arena. So 7, sorry for this joke. Actually, there is no best one. Like, it depends on your interest. There is no best. Am I late? What did you miss? Nothing, Prithvi. I'm just working on this project, my own personal project, making a Mac app, like a shell app, which can record all the incoming and outgoing stream from my device. So later on, I can just transcribe it and create notes. Hi sir, I have been applying for my on-campus opportunities and getting rejected in the interview. I have one semester left. Kaushik, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Just keep giving more and more interviews. And yeah, from this, I remember one quote I don't know if it applies here, but the quote I heard today while I was listening to a podcast, and it was, a goal without a plan is just a wish. And it connected with me so much. Like, if you have a goal and you don't have a plan to reach there, you just have a wish, and wishes you get your wish only by luck. So let's not focus on luck, have a plan. I just this is maybe just a blabbering here. So you just give more interviews. Make a target of I will give these many interviews, and then only I'll. Well, never. You should never. Fuck. These are becoming so preachy. I don't want to. So just give more interviews, man. It's okay. Like, in the college, it's completely okay to get rejected. There are many criterias. To that, I want to share one story which is very personal to me. I was in my college and I got rejected in one of the interview, because when I went to give that interview back in 2013, there were some guys who came from some startup, and I had a resume made. I was being selected in these web design competitions, and I was winning them. So I was very like proud, like, okay, I was the one who will be selected, obviously. So I had my resume with all the tools which I knew: Photoshop, Illustrator, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I wrote so many things. I gave that resume to that guy, and he just smirked, looking at his friend. Hey, see this guy, this college student, and see his resume. So many things. And they were like making a little bit, it was so awkward for me. And then I sat there. He asked me just one question. He said, do you know how to use this some tool in Photoshop? I forgot the name of it. How to use it? It's so like, I was not good at Photoshop. I could use Photoshop, but I cannot know what internal tools there are which can do certain things. So I said, I don't know. I haven't used this. And he said, yeah, take your resume and go. And it hurt. Like, you did not ask me anything about that position, but that was my fault as well. My resume was filled with so many things. I just wanted to show off, like, okay, I know so many things, and I got rejected. So it's fine. Getting rejected is part of the job, man. Like, out of, when you start selling these apps and all these tools, the conversion rate, good conversion rate, is 2 to 3%. So if you are giving 100 interviews, you will be selected in 2 or 3. Take that as a data point and give 100 interviews. Maybe that will help. Abhishek, how do you design your landing page? Do you take reference or what your thought process is? I generally take inspiration from others. Like, if I find someone's landing page very interesting, I'll just take a screenshot, put it on my directory of Figma, and I just keep on iterating over it. I do not copy pixel to pixel, but yeah, we all take inspiration somewhere. So yeah, I take inspirations. How much bill did you get from Claude? Cause you use it very heavily. No. So Cursor, I just pay $20 for this, and apart from that, I'm using a app called Jan. I can show you guys. So in Jan, you can give your Claude API keys. Wait, let me show you. So this is a Jan app. In this, I have selected like Claude, because you can use Claude and other models directly as it's a Mac app, and you can give your API key. So you do not have to pay per month for some amount. You can just use with your API key, pay per usage, and it's always less than $10 a month. Even I use it a lot. So I paid $20 for this, less than $10 for it. So around $35 a month total. Recently, I started paying for ChatGPT advanced voice mode because I just love talking to it. I'm also making a video about it, like how this ChatGPT advanced mode can help us. Also, a dream without a plan will die as a dream. Also, a dream without a plan. Very interesting, Israr. Very nice. Been following you since a long time, sir. I started learning web dev 6 months ago. At the time, I used to feel so stuck. Still, I feel as I don't have any guidance. Your web dev roadmap helped me. Oh, Tarun, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This message is, it makes me so happy. Like, it makes me so happy. Thank you so much, Tarun. Anjan, hi everyone. I'm building a Chrome extension. Whenever you open a new tab, you will see list of your resolutions. You can add resolutions, categories them. So wow, interesting. Anjan is a serial creator, serial developer. Like he's creating a lot of things. So Anjan, uh, you're doing a great job. How likely are you to use this extension? Track your New Year resolution on a Chrome new tab. Feedback is much appreciated. I would love this. Like currently, I use this product hunt extension. I do not want to get rid of it, to be honest, because I love, like that's the only time I get to browse through product hunt. But yeah, this seems like a very interesting idea because and I think the good time to share market such kind of tools would be when at the new year, like after 25th, because people make a lot of new resolutions and it could be a good time to sell them this kind of a tool. I am currently using an app called HabitKit. If anyone of you know about it, I can share HabitKit. So this is the app which I am currently using. This tracks, I use it to track my meditations daily, my workouts. Like if I am reading 100 pages every week, and it creates this GitHub style check boxes, and I love it. Like I really love it. When I see very blank spaces for a while, I feel demotivated and it makes me do them more often. I have it on my widgets. Yeah, I'm paying for it as well. It's on a paid version. Widgets are on paid. Otherwise, from the app you can use it free as well. So yeah, all the best, Anjan, for this tool, and I would love to test it out once it's out in public. Oh, also I wanted to talk about this DeepSeek, if you guys know. So this is a Chinese LLM. It's open source, and currently I'm on their official website deepseek.com, not on any third-party version. And I was using it to do some this work with coding yesterday, and I found it very, very good. Like compared to Claude, it's comparable. Like I was getting very good replies. I think if Claude fails, I am going to this DeepSeek now. And if DeepSeek fails, I'm going to ChatGPT O1 preview. I find O1 preview thinks a lot. Very good. And second is this. And then third is Claude right now in my list of coding assistants. But Claude is very fast. Plus, it's part of Cursor. DeepSeek is not. So that's much handy. Anonymous. Hello. Hello. So one thing is we had a good success. Like now the project can run here, and in the recordings it's also recording a 10-second file, which is a good news for us right here. But the file is empty. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Any suggestions, sir, so that I can move a bit faster in this journey instead of getting stuck and I can get a job, completed BTech in 2024. Okay, so Tarun, moving faster means spending 8 to 10 hours daily for a long amount of time. And it's good, like, if you start creating something, uh, like create a project which you can share with your prospect clients who you want to work with. If you want to get a job in an MNC, it's still like the time people are doing these lead code and DSA problems. I don't know why. And but yeah, that's the only route right now. If you want to work with them, like, just go do a lot of lead code. One of my friend, who I was to work with in Goa, he did a lot of lead code and he moved to US. Right now he's working in Google California with the Android team. And so yeah, do lead code if you want to work with big fang man companies. And otherwise, if you want to work with the startups and move the ladder that way, just build more projects and sharp your skills on certain domains. Just like front end, if get really good at front end, good and fast using AI tools. What are you working on? Anonymous. So I'm currently working on a local tool. It's a Mac app, which records all incoming and outgoing audio streams and store them. So storing them is a testing or debugging part of it, but the main idea is once I have this stream, I can pass that buffer to a server like Deepgram or something, and then it will transcribe that audio into no text, and then that text I can store it anywhere. So all the meetings which I'm doing in my machine can be summarized, or action points can be created without me taking any notes. So yeah, that's the core idea which I'm working on. Do startups ask DSA? It depends which kind of startups they are. Depend on the hiring manager or the engineering manager. When I was the engineering manager, I never asked DSA problems. I used to ask about what they will do in the regular job. Like, what will, like, I don't do DSA problems in my job here. I build tools and I just want someone to help me with this. Like, if I want to hire someone, I want someone who can help me with this, who knows what how TypeScript works, how in general coding works, rather than focusing on their DSA skills, which is something you need to learn specifically. So yeah, depends. Some do, some don't. Yes, exactly. How to manage college attendance and simultaneously do development? I'm the wrong guy to ask this. I'm liking this series. Let's code for 1 hour. I'm coding resolutions, Chrome extension alongside you. Made good progress. Oh wow, Anjan, great. Yeah, that's the idea. It's it's really good when you're not just coding alone and people are doing the same thing with you. On this, I have a small story. I think few years back in 2019 or 18, I was procrastinating a lot. Like, I was at my worst in terms of productivity. And back then I found a website. I was looking for some websites where I can code with people. So I found, what was the name of his? Some mate, Flick, Focusmate. Yes. So I found this website, Focusmate, It's a very interesting idea. What you do is you create your account and schedule a meeting with like when you're going to work. So for example, if I'm going to work from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., I'll schedule a meeting there. They will connect me with someone who is also working on something at the same time, and we both will be on a video call, but we will share what we are working on. Like, they doesn't care and I don't care what they are working on, but we just share it so that we have some accountability. We sit there for 1 hour, do our thing, and in the end, the meeting closes. We tell them what we did, and I did this for almost a month, and that built a momentum for me. So I lost all the procrastination. I was making new things, and that's what I learned: the power of accountability and working with like people who are also doing some work, rather than like sometimes working alone can be boring and you kind of like avoid it. So yeah, again, I really like that you're making a progress while doing this. We'll do it more. What's the indie hacking and SaaS scene in India? I don't see much talk about it in India except on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, Twitter, people talk a lot about it on Twitter, and my feed is filled with Indian SaaS, man. Like everyone is building any one SaaS, not in India, everywhere. And if you are thinking like media, a mass media should talk about it, I don't know. Like, there are bigger things to talk about for them, I guess. How did your college life look like? Very, very bad. I hope none of my college friends are here. They would start typing about my college life. Tarun, thank you so much, sir. I'm trying to get a job in a startup only. I built a simple typing tester and a full stack to do app with JWT based authentication. Sure, sure. We'll grind even harder. Thanks again. Yeah, that's the spirit, man. Just keep grinding and you will surely be successful. But again, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Wow, we are 17 users are tuned in here. It's so cool. Oh, now it's calling Mulo. Mulo, Mulo. We need a Mulo. But we need to install Mulo, right? npm install Mulo. npm I Mulo. Shadow Rage. Why can't we super chat? Ah, that's the real problem I have, right? Why can't people super chat me? I'm sorry, Shadow. I'm not that kind of a creator yet, according to YouTube. So once I will be, I would happily take the super chat like this. But I feel so happy people are considering this stream to be super chat worthy. Okay, testing. Is my audio being recorded? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Something is stored here. What? No, 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 no. It will be soon. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I hope that day comes quickly. Whom do you admire, if any, most in tech space? I learn from a lot of people. One of the recent who is mostly on my timeline is Theo, if you guys know. And so I learn a little bit of things about like what he's doing on front end. He's really good in front end, and so all the new information on new things which are coming out in tech, I generally get that information from him. And otherwise, from YouTube, there are some guys who just do slow coding days. I just watch them sometimes, and that's what my inspiration was as well to start this channel, to show my days like making slow coding blocks kind of thing. So I learned from them. There's this Japanese guy, I don't know his name. He does not talk mostly in his videos. He just codes. He has made some good apps. They are pretty costly as well, and he's also an indie hacker. um, so what he does is he types things on his screen. There is just ASMR kind of vibe on his videos. So I really enjoy his videos as well sometimes when I'm working. Shadow Rage, your message was retracted. Maybe there was a link or something. It's recording in RAW. Okay. But RAW, how will we open RAW file, man? Devas Life. What is that? Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, Roshan. Yes, you're right. He's Devas Life. Yes, this guy. I have watched a lot of his videos, man. I love this guy. Yeah, thank you, Roshan. So yeah, guys, this is one of the developer which I really love watching, and he invests a lot of time making his videos. Anyone here a game dev? I'm not. Anyone is there? So one of my cousin, he's currently in college. He's into game dev. Like he creates really great renderings from Unity. Not Unity. I think he's using, what's the other one? The Unity's alternate. Unreal Engine. Yes, he uses Unreal Engine. Hey, Rishabh Das is a game dev. Nice. Rishabh, any game which you have created which we can play? Yeah, Unreal. Correct. I'm really enjoying this, guys. I don't know. It's hitting my on my productivity, but I think it's time well spent. I had one, but then made it private. Okay, I also dabbled into game dev a little bit. My zombie. I'll show you guys what I built. I can't even find. So my game name was My Love is a Zombie. It was an Android game, and the idea was that whenever you go close to your girlfriend, so you and your girlfriend are in the same game, there are some challenges, and you have to trap your girlfriend into a cage, because if your girlfriend touches you, she's a zombie, you will die, and game over. And if you somehow, if whenever you go a little bit closer to her, she will start chasing you. So you have to take her to that cage in that whole level, and then once the cage is closed, you move on to the second stage. I really loved this idea back then. I spent almost 3 months building it in Android. I didn't know anything about game dev. I was using Android game engine. Someone created an open source. But yeah, It was a big failure. I did not earn anything from that game, but a good experience, and I don't even have anything to show. So that was my bad. Just a simple project I made. Let more about game dev. Interesting, Rishabh. Like still, if you have anything which we can see, that would be great. Second year CS student interning in React Native, aiming for a career in CP or Swift, struggling to find good Swift resources while peers focus on web cloud tech. Any advice on my path? Yeah, first of all, Shadow, it's great that you are moving on to something different than web. Like, web is, I think, overcrowded right now. There are a lot of people building on web. And yeah, moving on to mobile app development is, I think, it's a good choice. Like, I enjoy building on for mobile, and there's a big market, growing market for mobile app development. And natively working with Apple, again, best choice. So for a Swift, you can. I know you already know about this guy, hacking with Swift. I mean, like, he's kind of an official tutor for Swift nowadays. If you know this guy. So whenever I was working on a Swift project, I always go to his courses and his tutorials. Rajat, I am currently using Next.js. Can you give me any project ideas? Okay, so you are using Next.js. There are a lot of things. There are people who are building cool things in this chat itself. So you can maybe create a web version for that. Or if you want to build any like a SaaS, then top of my mind, what is any SaaS which I would pay for? I would really pay for a very good finance manager app, like any app which I can connect to my email account. So because I get all the email notifications for the transactions, and it filters out my transactions and give me a very good dashboard where I can see what's happening on my account, plus make like some financial goals or something. This is something which I would pay for right now, and if you guys know if something like this already exists, let me know. Well, I do have an interest in game dev, but I'm now a full-time Next.js developer. Yeah, good for you, Rishabh. Game dev can be, guys, like, there are very passionate guys in game dev, very super passionate, and very less money. Like, there are not many open jobs in this market. So yeah, if you are very passionate to build a game, go for game dev and give us a very good game. But once game developer gets success, it's meteoric success. Like, they earn so much just with one game. Even interning as a front end developer alongside second year in BCA. Wow, nice. You're doing great, Rishabh. Which question you would ask to every full stack dev in a mid senior engineer role as an interviewer? So I have a notebook which I use to ask questions. I will make a video about that as well. I have written some questions there, and yeah, majorly it's about solving problems. So I have a set of problems which is creating a big project, but going very from the fundamental and slowly asking complicated questions. So you see what is the level of the developer based on that. Like, if he is able to answer till mid, the mid tier engineer, if you can answer more, we can go further like that. I love game dev, but I wish it paid better. Yeah, man, true, 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 true. Path, Walnut, it is the finance app you are asking for. I think I have used Walnut. I think I have used their mobile app. Yeah, I agree. Everyone seems to be doing web and cloud and it feels cluttered. That's why I picked Swift. But the FOMO of not following the crowd and doing something different just keeps kicking. You will do fine, man. Like, again, mobile dev, you cannot go wrong with this. and just mix a little bit of AI onto it as a cherry on top, you will do great. I think being into game dev is mostly a combination of patience and coming up with good ideas, which will get people attracted towards your game. True. And I think this is the thing with every project which we build. It's just being patient about things and iterating again and again. Something clicks, not just in game dev, like good games are built this way, plus some good web apps or mobile apps are built this way. You just keep patience, keep learning. Even like the podcast I was listening today, he also mentioned the same thing. Like you have to take minimum 10 bets in your life if you want to do something great. And so, yeah, be ready to fail 10 times, minimum 10 times. Yeah, I'm checking the Walnut expense tracking app. I am an Android dev, don't worry, Shadow Rage, you will be fine. Yeah, correct. Rohit, do you ever feel like abandoning a project just because you are bored? I keep abandoning. Rohit, I would love to show you my domain list. How many domains I have purchased in last 5 6 years? I have like almost 100 domains, and every year I just stop paying for them, for most of them, because I do not continue. And that's the thing. Like there is one thing which is called, again guys, I don't it's become so preachy, but I feel like it's something very close to my heart on talking about these things, abandoning project and all. So I have abandoned almost 10 15 projects. My last video which I shared a story, right? I abandoned a project which was making $3,000 a month, and I abandoned it. I stopped working on it, and it got closed. I mean, like after a few months, it kept on paying a little bit money for a while, but I was not updating or doing anything with it, so it just completely died itself. And this is the thing: once you don't like something, you don't like it. You can't work on it. So for me, it's like some big mission you should have, and money cannot be that mission most of the time. Like it should be something else, like something which is satisfying you when you are building something. And if it's not, move on. There are thousands and millions of problems to solve. Yeah, true. That's true. The process of starting a project, building it up. Yeah, who knows this studio capture thing which I'm building? I'll abandon it. Well, touch wood, I would not. I'll finalize this thing. Hmm. Any plans on doing a desk setup tour? Yeah, that could be my video for the next week. I just installed a new desk. So one of my friends, Sam, he moved to a new desk. He gifted me this one he was using. So I really loved the wood on top of it. It so yeah, I'll do a desk tour very soon. Very soon, I will do it next week. Like that will be one of the video guys. I'll make one small video about it because I have got this comment 2 or 3 times now doing a setup tour. There's nothing to show as terms of setup. Like I made one video about what's in my backpack, so most of the things which I mentioned in there are here lying in my desk now. Santra, hey, hi, welcome to the stream. What is your take on software developers versus DevOps versus cloud engineer? Would it be wise to jump wagon from one area to another among these three? So, to be honest, I love DevOps. Like, I enjoyed this part as well as an engineer. But for me, I consider myself as more of a product manager, like who wants to build new things, interact with user. So I am like onto the user side more. But if you are into the computer side more, like the you love the whole engineering aspect of this development, then for you like DevOps is really good. And for me, I would not want to switch places from software developer to DevOps. And cloud engineer, I think it's DevOps and cloud engineer, I guess these both are same things, I don't know. So yeah, Hex Gaming. Hey, Salesforce worth it? Ritik, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what Salesforce do. I just know that Salesforce bought Slack and it's a big company. I don't know what it does. Hex Gaming. Hello, sir. How are you? Hello, Hex Gaming. I'm doing good. Welcome to the stream. Which AI are you using? I'm using Cursor ID, and in this I have uh, Claude 3.5 Sonnet, and I think it's the. Wait, let me check. So it's Claude 3.5 Sonnet, this one, and I can also use O1 Preview sometimes, but it's very slow, so I generally ignore it until the problem is really big. Okay, Hex Gaming is asking, sir, I have an issue. I am a third year student of BTech CSE and I'm confused about to choose my career in which command line. Can you please advise me for which is suitable for me, like web app development? Third year students in CSE. I'm confused about my career in which. Yeah, Hex. Again, it depends. If you see the market trend, again, I would not be the right guy here to give like career counselings. And what I can see from my side, like if I'm you, I would pick Gen AI as my go-to. Like I would know everything about Gen AI, how to work with AI tech majorly, like how to, what kind of generative AI out there, and I can train a model, I can fine tune a model. I would start working on this because most of the companies who will jump into AI will somewhere need to fine tune their models specific to their needs. So I would be the guy as an engineer they could hire to do this job. And this is, even I don't do this, I get like, I got two offers last month, not offers, but prospects who are asking me if I know this. So yeah, if I were you, I would start learning about AI in general and doing coding in, like, I never learned web dev or next or this. I still find very like stuck in very silly problems with, but with AI everything is so easy. Like you can just ask AI to make your Swift app. I know a couple of developers who make their videos. They say like, we never did Swift programming, we were a web developer, now we are making iOS native apps within like a month. College kids are making apps. So this is what's happening with AI. The tech is merging so much that there is no differentiation will be left. Everyone will know everything. It's just who can spend time talking to that AI and can sit in front of the computer. So this tags will go away. This is my opinion in next couple of years. So yeah, pick anything which you like, which you are currently doing, just go with it and start dabbling into a little bit of AI. Aman Singh, hi, how do you deal with procrastination and hitting a block because one under delivers and is deliver motivated with themselves? Sorry for the loaded question. Aman, this is a very good question. How do you deal with procrastination and hitting a block? So first, talking about procrastination, I just shared a story. I've been I've been the person who procrastinated a lot. Even this day, I procrastinate sometimes, and it's okay, man. Like procrastination means your body need a little bit of rest, and just give your body that rest. Relax a little bit, and just find some ways like this way, like joining these kind of streams, working alongside with someone else. For me this works really well, like for my productivity. And find some accountable partners, set some strict timelines where you will not procrastinate. Like for me, morning 8 to 10 is that time. DJI transmitter battery. Okay, so I think battery for this one is going to shut down and we have only 10 minutes. So as I was saying, just find some dedicated time. For example, in for me it's like 8 to 10 in the morning, I just work no matter what. Like I'll not do anything else except for working because I want my initial morning hours dedicated doing some good work so that my rest of the day, even if I don't do anything, I would be like, oh, I did work in the morning. I finished that task. It's good. Rest of the day, whatever I pick is just an added bonus on top of it. So yeah, find some dedicated hours, some minimum dedicated hours. For me, it's like 2 hours minimum. More than that is just a cherry on top, but 2 hours is my minimum. And hitting a block because of one under delivers. Yeah, in job this happens. Like sometimes you hit a block and you miss your timelines, but that's fine. Like that's part of the job. It's nothing to be demotivated with. It's like any other problem in life. It will pass. It's okay. It's okay. I was about to watch some Netflix instead of coding, but after watching you, I am back to coding. Rohit, that's so nice to hear, man. That's so nice. Yeah, let's do this. Let's not Netflix and chill. Let's code and chill. Rishabh, what do you think about AI app development, which primarily is just having a front end, back end, and an API based AI model? What do you think about AI app development? Is just having a front end, back end, and an API based AI model. Yeah, this is a very like a client facing way with AI when you build a AI wrapper, which they are calling, but everything, if you think about it, everything is a wrapper. But find a very genuine problem out there and how AI can solve it. No matter what tech, no matter how you are doing it, just solve that problem. Make it a little bit faster or a little bit better what was there previously. And this is what I think about AI. But if you really want to be a AI developer, I don't want to be a AI developer. If you want to be, I would go into model trainings, like how models train, how they are fine tuned, and just learning about that. Hey man, I'm 19. I skipped college, landed an internship right out of 12th. Uh, Currently working on an early stage startup, building a mobile app, going live soon. Also interviewing for a US based startup. Wow, Vardhan, congratulations! And you're doing a lot, man. At 19, wow, that's so inspirational. Santra, what trend do you see in AI and machine learning over the next few years? So if you listen to Sam Altman these days, he's like AGI is around the corner, and in few years I see AI. It's a dystopian world we will be living in few years. They will be. So if you think about like what I dream about in terms of like AI, what will happen? First of all, I don't think I can predict anything, but in my ideal world, there will be no keyboard or mouse. There will be you will just be talking to an AI agent, and it will be doing things for you. So whatever tool or app you need, it will build it for you. If there are existing tool, it will use it to build the new tool. So you just have to talk. This is a like after 10-15 years. This is what I can think of. What trend do you see? Okay, that's great, Vardhan. Yeah, that's great, Vardhan. I'm really working hard in web dev, but not able to get a job. How to find a job? Uh, yeah, web dev again, a very crowded market right now. If you are really good at it, just start building some cool projects. So again, guys, from my personal experience, I would say you can, if you invest a good amount of time building with AI, you just need 2 to 3 weeks. If you are good at web dev, right, as you're saying, you're working hard on web dev, you just need 2 to 3 weeks to build a clone of any existing app and open source it. Once you open source an existing tool which is paid, initially you get a good traction and you have something to show off because your code is live, your product is live, your product is solving a problem. So you are already a very good engineer or developer who has shown his work, who is solving real world people's problem. So there is no way people would ignore you after that. So yeah, I would do that as well. Do you think I should pursue college? I reached out to a founder on LinkedIn for the US based startup and he was really interested to work with me starting from next week. Again, it's a very personal choice, Vardhan. Like if you're really good at what you're doing and people from US are approaching you, I don't know what's the need for the college then. Like there is no requirement for a college degree in any of the companies I know. Like even Google hires people without college degrees. It just you should have those skills and you should just keep sharpening those skills. If you don't need anything else, like if there is some other job requirements where college is must, then yeah, you should get the degree. But if you are good at it, you are earning good, and people are like asking you to work with them. But yeah, this is not an advice. You are 19, right? Okay, so you are above 18. You can take your own decisions. Okay, guys, so we have just 4 minutes, and work wise, this was not that great for me. I'll again sit on this problem tomorrow morning, and maybe tomorrow evening we will continue the same thing. I'll do the same project. Yeah. Santra is asking, what was your first job? Tell us stories about any mistakes you did there and what you learned from that mistake. So, right out of the college, I was working as a freelancer. I created a freelancer account for me and started working on that. Initially, I started getting projects on web, like small JS queries and all. And then I moved to Android development. I really loved Android back then. I had an Android phone and I wanted to build apps for that. So I started learning Java. And there are some very crazy stories, man. I'll share all like slowly with in these streams. So, what are the mistakes I made? Uh, what are the mistakes? There are a lot of mistakes. Like initially, not taking care of your mental health, like considering everything as your, like taking work personally to your home is a mistake. Like you should leave work in the workspace, and when you're working for someone, especially like when you're like for now, my work is my personal life, right? So this is a luxury I feel. If you are working for someone, just keep the work in the office, go home and have a personal life as well, because then you make this balance and you perform well in both places. Otherwise it can become very messy. So this is one of the mistakes. Another thing is keep on learning, like keep with the trend, keep on learning new things, and not be with the trend because of FOMO, like not because of like fear of missing out. uh, just learn because you have that curiosity to know what's happening out there. So yeah, be curious. Yeah, that's one thing. Guys, I would also appreciate if you can give me some feedbacks how I'm doing here, and are these sessions becoming more preachy or should I just focus on my work? I have a concern nowadays with so many AI tools available. Developers may become overly reliant on them. What if developers face challenges in interviews without such assistance? That's a very good question, Vivek. But again, don't take my words as it is. It's my own opinion. I feel tools are available for a reason because they are tools. And like ID didn't exist earlier, people used to write on just a simple notepad. But then tools came, which is ID. Now you have these integrated development environments where 100 things you as a developer don't do. You just type the code, and now there are tools, AI tools, which are helping you write that code as well, but still you have to manage other things. So you produce more software by using these tools. So for me, the tools is not the problem, developers using tools is not the problem. The problem is a company who is taking an interview considering you don't use the tool, but in the job you are using that tool. So yeah, that's that's the problem. Yeah, maybe like again, not a very good answer. So developers face challenge, I don't know, man. Like you should not be worried about it. Like if you are building good things and you are a you're a thinker and you make things, I think you will pass these interviews as well, because you will have so much to show to them that using AI or not an AI is will not be a problem. And I've interviewed like hundreds of engineers. To be honest, guys, like it's not that big of a deal to crack an interview. You just have to be good at presenting yourself and really passionate about what you're doing. If you are passionate about what you're doing, the interviewer will find out within like 15-20 minutes, and then it becomes interesting. If you are not, if you are just preparing for the interview, it they will also figure it out in 15 minutes, and then it will be a downhill. Random Diaries, thanks in advance. Welcome. You are doing great, man. It's a good way to directly interact with you and share our thoughts, ideas, and get your thoughts as well. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you. Thank you so much that I'm doing good here. Yesterday I was so awkward. Today I'm relaxed a bit. Okay, so we are at 2 hour 2 minute countdown, and yeah, I really enjoyed this, guys. I'll do it more often. I'll do it tomorrow as well. And I was hoping to do it for 1 hour, but we did it for 2 hours. That's again great. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining this, and I'm also working on this video. I'm spending some time in the evening to make that. I'll publish it most probably by before Sunday. So yeah, we'll do these live streams more. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good night, guys.